Hello, and welcome to our session on Eddi Talk. Today, in our session, we're going to talk about productive skills, and specifically about the most commonly used skill among both learners and teachers. Based on the statistics, among all four skills of reading, listening, speaking, and writing, speaking is the most commonly used skill with over 70% of usage. Now, let's see what items are important in having a good speaking skill. There are basically four main items, starting from fluency, then vocabulary, then grammar, and then pronunciation. These four items are very important and make you a good speaker, literally. It means all these four together as a package can create a very nice, effective, and correct speaking outcome. Now, the thing is that in our classes as teachers, we are supposed to focus on all these four skills through the activities we provide for our students. And it might differ from type to type, it quite depends on you how to design the activities based on your students' level, based on their needs, based on their interests, based on their learning style, and on and on. There are many factors involving in designing and deciding on the activities indeed. As teachers, you definitely know about how important this can be. There are mainly two types of speaking activities in every class. As firstly, form-focused activities, and second, meaning-focused activities. Now, when and how we can use each of these. Firstly, about form-focused activities. Form-focused activities are mostly the activities which are from course book, which are controlled. It means, as a teacher, you're not designing them to, let's say, personalize the language, the target language. These are mostly taken from course books. So students do the exercise as a controlled practice, and then the outcome is quite clear. There's a let's say certain amount of certain level of production the students are expected to have. But the second one is quite different. On the other hand, meaning-based activities or meaning-focused activities are the ones that teacher designs to give a bit more space to students and more freedom to students to speak out. And the teacher steps back, giving space to students and let them express themselves and let them use the target language they have learned through those controlled practices. So that's the big difference. And basically, these meaning-focused or meaning-based speaking activities are provided to students through the final stage of your class. Like when you have already taught the lesson, the control exercises have been conducted in class. Students have kind of used the language in aimful activities through course book exercises or the exercises you have designed for them. Then now it's the time to show and prove that they have picked the language perfectly, so they can use this target language in their own context, or in the other way we can say personalize the language. And then meaning-focused activities should be used in class by the teacher to make sure that students can personalize whatever they have learned in class. And these two main activities are the ones that every teacher should keep in mind while teaching speaking. There is a very important point here that we basically do not have just a speaking class. We cannot say I'm solely teaching speaking in my class. That's kind of impossible, because every speaking outcome needs an output, needs an input. And the input cannot be speaking or writing. The input should be one of those two receptive skills, reading or listening, or even sub skills, vocabulary. So in this way, most of these speaking activities are conducted, are used in integrated classes. Like, as I said, we do not have basically just a speaking class, because it really doesn't make sense. You go to class and say, "Hi everyone, how are you? Let's speak." Let's speak about what? So, based on what input? There must be an input, and the input can be a piece of listening. The input can be a text. They read, they get the idea, brainstorm, they start speaking. So, this is what you've got to keep in mind. And there are many items to think about and to keep in mind while you are teaching speaking classes that the trainers in ITTA will provide you definitely through the courses, through the webinars we have, the workshops, professional development events we're going to have. So just follow us, please. Follow us on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and keep updated with the new programs and events we have. So take care, stay safe, and goodbye for now.